Okay, everybody, so here is the Is It Alive lab. So as you can see in front of the camera here, we have 5 mystery substances. Those substances are A, B, C, D, and E. I'm going to give you a close-up view of those 5 substances in just a little bit, give you kind of an idea of what they feel like, maybe what they smell like. I know this is very hard to do in a virtual setting, but this is the best we've got. So I'm going to take those 5 substances, and then we're going to put them into these vials here. We will cover them up. We'll give them the best conditions that they can have to live. So whenever I take substance A and I put it in vial A and we let it sit for a while, will it show signs of life? That's the plan right now. What's the one thing that all living things need is water. And you can see I've got my water all set up to give these 5 mystery substances the best chance to show signs of life. All right, let's look at Vial A. So let's take a look at what Vial A is. I can tell you right now, if I take it and give it a smell, it doesn't have any kind of smell. Now, if we look up close at what it is, that's nice and close. If I touch it, I can tell you it feels grainy. You can see some of the colors in there. Okay. So we're not going to taste anything. In science, it's always a good idea not to taste anything if you don't know what it is. So we're not going to taste that. I want you to make a hypothesis. What do you think Vial A is? What type of substance? And it could be anything. Remember, it doesn't have to be a correct hypothesis. It just has to be your guess. And why do you think it's that thing? Go ahead and make your hypotheses. All right, next up is Vial B. Okay, Vial B, if I take it, it does have a little bit of a scent. I'd say it's a sweet, earthy kind of scent. That's about as best as I can describe. It's not something I've really smelled before. Let's take a look at what this looks like up close. So here it is up close. Sort of looks like pellets, maybe. It's got a pellety shape to it. Okay, it is hard, it is rough. Okay, so go ahead. What is your hypothesis for Vial B right now? Next vial is Vial C. You can take a look. We've got some round spherical objects. The smell, it doesn't really have a smell. It smells just like the cup, really. Kind of a plasticky smell. They are rough. Ooh, they roll pretty good too. They are pretty hard. Okay. That is all I have on those. Let me get a nice close-up view. That's what they look like. They do look like they're reflecting the light too. That's interesting. All right. Go ahead, make a hypothesis for what Vial C is. Here we are with Vial D. Vial D, the scent, no scent. I don't smell anything there. They are hard as well. Let's get a nice zoomed in view. There they are. That's in the cup. And solo, they look like this. So there it is. Let's back it up, give you a shot again. That is what Vial D is. Go ahead and make your hypothesis. What do you think Vial D is? Vial E. Vial E here, you can see that these are very small, fine grains. Wow, they are extremely tiny. Let me get a... The best way I can describe that is it reminds me of the ocean. The smell of it is an oceany scent. Let's get in here and get nice and close. That is the cup. That is really fine. Here they are here. Each individual one of those is our substance, and they are extremely small. All right, let's pull back. Here, Vial E, go ahead and make your hypothesis. Okay, so we're going to set up our experiment right now. We're going to put all of our mystery substances in these 5 containers, and then we will let them sit for a few days, and then we'll come back and we'll check on them. So let's take our Vial A first. Here is our Vial A. I will take my container. I'm going to put a cotton ball in so I don't lose all of my substance down at the bottom. I'm going to take a nice scoop of Vial A into the container, take a pipette of water, swirl it around a little bit, cap it up. There's Vial A. Okay, Vial B. I'm going to need a little bit more water for this one. I'm going to take Vial B. I'm going to take a nice scoop of it. Into the water it goes. Do a nice little swirl. Kind of looks like wet oatmeal. Okay, Vial B's done. Vial C. Again, I'll take a container, some water, some of these grains, and we will see what happens with this one. This one, students think that they know what this one is a lot of the time. They're not always right. Next one, we're going to take our cotton ball so we don't lose these down at the bottom. Take some of our grains. Take a pipette of water, get it nice and wet. Remember, water is what they look for on other planets. It's good for everything living. Okay, that's in there. Vial A is capped up. And then finally, we're at our last one. We're going to take some water. We're going to take our Vial E, a nice scoop of it. Ooh, I might have had a little too much. I'll put some back. Whoop. We're going to swirl that around and give it a chance. And we're done. So that's it. This experiment is set up. It's going to go for a few days, and we'll check back in on it in a few days. I hope that you got some good hypotheses in there about what A, B, C, D, and E are. Maybe you're right. It doesn't matter if you are. If you're wrong, we just revise our hypothesis at the end and say, in conclusion, I found out that Vial A was blah, blah, blah. Okay, we'll check back in a couple days. Here is a closer look at our different substances. There's A right there. This is what B is looking like. There is C. There is D. And there is E.